way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
Got you! Oh, you're one of those type of women, eh?
I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous. Be careful up there.
I think I owe you a bit of an apology thing. Not alone, at least. Every guard that fought alongside you was just as much of a hero. But it's clear as day that you can hold your own in a skirmish. I shouldn't have doubted you in that regard. In fact, I should be grateful that out of everyone, Jarl Balgruuf made me your housecarl. It's good to get out of the walls, and you're not some stuck-up merchant. I can only imagine what it'd be like if he assigned me to guard Museum. Sound exactly like him. It's more about the soldiers you fought alongside than you. Look at what's happening all around the province. Every day, men and women from all over Skyrim die fighting to keep the Empire together, or to free their homeland. And the Jarls are honoring merchants. It makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, I'm not brave enough for politics. My mother was a Nord, and my father was an Imperial. If you were wondering why my name and line of work don't match. The Empire thinks they'll have a better chance of defeating the Elves if we're united. And the Stormcloaks think we need to start fighting sooner. Both sides are fighting for what they believe in, and I can respect that. Even if it makes the whole thing incredibly pointless. The one issue I have with you being dubbed a Thane. In 100 years, they'll sing about how the Dragonborn saved Whiterun, not how Skyrim's sons and daughters fought for their homeland. It's not your fault, though. It's a somber topic, but I'm glad we had this conversation. I don't want to sound ungrateful either. I'm happy to be out here fighting alongside you. Right. The other part of my job.
Yes? Yes, perhaps you can. There is something foul afoot, friend. Taraki can smell the stench of betrayal in the air. Your nose is not attuned to deceit. Taraki smells the lie, but he cannot confirm it. To some, unconfirmed lie is the same as the truth. But Taraki is not the kind to agree to something simply on faith. Taraki talks of the steps to High Hrothgar. Many travelers come to walk the pilgrimage of the 7,000 steps. Yet Taraki finds that number peculiar. Do you not find it odd that the number is so round? Was the path altered to match the myth? Are the steps not all the same size? I have found it difficult to believe, based on my calculations, that there can be any more than 6,972 steps. Many think this way. They choose to believe something based on faith. Taraki did the same once. He will not make that mistake again. The steps must be counted one by one. It is the only way anyone can be sure. It is about trust. You see, Taraki did not come to Skyrim alone. His childhood friend Adanya was by his side. Adanya had heard Khajiit caravans were driving here. She begged Taraki to come with her. Adanya had promised Taraki that she would never leave his side. She vowed that she would never leave him alone in this cold, terrible place. A lie. We had come through the gate to the south from Sylvia. We followed the road north when we were ambushed by bandits. There were so many of them. Taraki did not know what to do. That was when Rania began terrible thing. She pushed Taraki into the trees, threw herself at the bandits too. Taraki, he saw her die, and all he could do, all he did, was run. No, she lied to Taraki. She broke her promise, and now he knows better. He will not fall for the lie the second time. Yes? Really? This is most fortuitous. Taraki had almost given up all hope. But do not rush. Take your time and return when you have an answer.
Heister eb disglare.
Dangerous times.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Ah, what do you know? All is ready.
Is that magic? Careful, please. Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
Yield now!
Yeah? Fight well.
Ah, welcome. My name does not matter to you. Simply consider me a friend. What truly matters is that you are here, and you shall listen to my words. The journey that led you here, it was one fraught with turmoil and struggle, was it not? Do not bite the hand that feeds. My words are of great import, greater than you shall ever know. Now, answer my question. The roads have become unforgiving. Dangers aplenty lurk their paved cobbles, threatening you and I alike. Yet, despite this realm of hostility, still you persevered, and now you stand before me. Struggle, I believe, is the heart of all life. It is rife with injustice. Bad things happen to good people. Loved ones shall wither away, and countless setbacks shall be experienced. For many, this may disappoint, and lead them down a road of malcontent and fury at those who wronged them. For the few can accept this fact. A life worth living is gifted to them. In this struggle, there are brief interludes of clarity, peace, and happiness. Memories that fill the void of despair. These fleeting moments must be captured and savored. Those who don't never know the value of such times until they have passed and want only to relive them. Do not mistake my words for cynicism. This world is cruel, and all who live within it should accept this fact. Yet, one must learn to live with the hardship, accept the struggle and continue onward. Failure to do so robs one of these precious moments, for they shall always be waiting for the struggle to disappear. Accepting this facet allows one to live fully. There shall always be imperfection, but there is still a life to be lived. I shall speak plainly and with the utmost sincerity. There shall always be more hurdles, more challenges to overcome, more hills to climb. This fact should not alter your efforts. You cannot wait for perfection to live your life. The world is imperfect, and always will be. Forge this path of acceptance. Do not waste what little time you have here, simply waiting. Inaction is the death of joy. Remember that. I have spoken to countless faces from all walks of life, each harboring their own thoughts and ambitions. Yet, one fact I could glean from each of their eyes is the very same in action. They were all waiting for this final hill to be climbed. Then they could live freely and with intent. Yet, when this hill is scaled, another takes its place and these ambitions are once again sidelined and left to rot. I returned to each of these people many years later, and their eyes were no longer filled with this inaction. Instead, they were filled with regret and despair, the realization of their folly. They had realized too late. Their inaction had cost them a true life, one filled with countless memories of joy and love. In all my days traveling these lands, I've seen no greater horror than a life unfulfilled, the potential of greatness. Man, mer, and all sentient life cannot grasp the fortune they find themselves in. They take life and all its joys for granted, for one cannot appreciate its greatness constantly, no matter the effort. This eventually wears them down into a routine of normalcy and conformity. This is where the problem stems. They are so rarely reminded of the gift of life and the magnificent fragility of it all. This compels them into a state of inaction, believing their lives to be constant, despite the possibility of it all being lost. They put off their dreams until perfection is reached, as they cannot comprehend the lack of time they have. Far from it. Were I of a different ilk, I would no doubt have fallen into this lull of complacency. It is a futile endeavor, but a trap all beings fall into, no matter their origin. I am of no concern to you. The words I have uttered today is what truly matters. Remember that. Not my face or voice. Simply remember all I have said. One final question. When will you start living?
Anitag, Nevid, Savir.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Do not be afraid. Your shout will not harm us. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thum. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Fus, Ro!
Well done. Again.
Fus, Ro!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Fus, Ro!
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind.
Wold.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wold. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. Vex! Wolf! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Back! Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. Sky above, voice within.
You being Dragonborn, it's bigger than I initially thought. I thought most of that was just some silly legend. Nord nonsense, as Preventus called it. I know. But you have to admit we have some far-fetched stories. Ever hear the one about how we were once all transformed into children and saved by King Wolfhearth? But you can learn the power that killed the High King of Skyrim in seconds. There has to be some truth to this. You might be more deserving of that title than I ever thought. Let's get to Ostengrav. I'm excited to see more of this story unfold. I never get tired of the sight of the sun rising behind Dragon's Reach. Used to heavy armor, are you? I can help you get your plates adjusted, if you'd like.
Taste this!
I've an idea.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. Creepy fella. Couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
You cannot escape the truth. You cannot escape the true Dragonborn. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None will stand to oppose him.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but behind the rest of my head. Got you! There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done. Damn it all!
Huh?
I was quickly in White Run for too long.
That isn't right.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop. My business is falling apart. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left. Are you kidding? Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd. Have you ever seen what a bear... It's getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees at the right size. Costs me too much time and money. Bears are driving me crazy! Nice to finally meet someone who can follow simple instructions. Here's your reward, as promised. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work. I think I heard a bear. Wish you see your face. I was just kidding, no problem. Take a look.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go? Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles. Right then.
Skyrim certainly has its fair share of inns. Yes?
Back so soon? This is not a good sign. Ah! Out with it! Before truly? Daraki is pleased to learn there are still those who are willing to honor my words. Thank you, adventurer. Perhaps Daraki will leave this place, now that his soul is at peace.
Ah, my fellow traveler. Have you come to Iverstead to climb the 10,000 steps?
I wouldn't wander here alone. Come on now. My carriage is the safest way to travel.
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? Take a look.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
What do you need?
Hello there, good lady. There is so much to see and learn. It really inspires me to venture out again soon in search of riches and glory. So much of both to be had in the lands of Skyrim these days. That is, if you haven't already looted it all yourself. Farewell.
Raise your blade or surrender it. The people of Dawnstar have suffered enough. Neither of us is ignorant, Dragonborn. You know of the rupture you caused in the Pale. The people you indoctrinated into your cult. The supplies you've ravished. The opposition you cut down in cold blood. The rest of Skyrim may hail you as a hero. That fable is transparent to your victims. There is no use denying it. I'm here to collect a bounty, not hold a trial.
You'll regret stuff. All right, you want to go?
Aha. Here are the formulae. For a short time only.
Tag, Taran Anade, Jeez!
What's she rummaging around in there for?
Not for me.
Never know
Not for
what
me
you'll
at all.
find laid around, crate or barrel. People toss the darndest things at me.
These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
Between you and me, I'm not sure Jarl Elisif is suited to be the High Queen. She's half a decade younger than I am.
Next potion.
Caixa et disglair.
chance.
Do your worst. So tough now, are ya? Pathetic. Enjoy killing. There's a civil war being fought as we speak. We'll be at war with the Thalmor in a few years, and yet so many of the province's warriors are brigands.
Selene, Gavadar!